It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back. You're live with Expresso after what was a drama-filled weekend in all sporting codes, but especially at the Red Bull Ring as Ducati's Andrea Dovizioso finished superbly at first place, top of the podium in MotoGP Austria. An incredible Grand Prix as well for Brad Binder, who impressed yet again, finishing fourth on the podium after starting at 17th.
What
mind-blowing.
What a day.
And then history made in Formula One as well. A big weekend for reigning champion Lewis Hamilton, who now recorded his 156th podium finish, which puts him in very good company. In fact, standing alone now, ahead of very good company. We are joined by Motorsport Writer Dane Hansen and Formula One super fan Clyde Marshall to tell us a little bit more about their perspective after a stunning weekend on the track on all wheels. Gentlemen, good morning.
Morning.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, what a weekend it was. Dane, let's start off with you first. As Graham just said right now, 156th podium finish for Lewis Hamilton, record-breaking, history-making, and the man just seems to still ooze this energy. He still has so much ahead of him.
Yeah.
What an exciting weekend it was for him and the Mercedes-Benz team, Dane.
It was absolutely fantastic. So you can see he is just oozing confidence, and I think he can find so much of that confidence in the car that the Mercedes camp has given him. It's just there for him. And if you remember on Friday, we were discussing about how he had such big challenges at Silverstone just a week prior. And yeah, Mercedes are quick learners. They managed to resolve whatever issues they had with cooling, with tire degradation. And right from the start, he seemed to nail it. He had a fantastic start. Unfortunately, Bottas, his teammate, experienced a bit of a miserable start. As you can see there, just punching a great big hole in the air for the 2 racing points, and then for Max Verstappen, just giving Lewis some breathing space to pretty much just manage the race from there on.
And we know he is a master manager of those sorts of moments. He really can lead from the front. Can we say enough about the maturation, how much Max Verstappen, we always knew he had talent, but something seems to have clicked this season in that car. He is doing amazing things as a young driver. He's got to be the most exciting prospect on the track at the moment, surely. For
sure, you know, I think he's one of Formula One's brightest hopes. He's been a massive breath of fresh air. Some pundits, some commentators, some ex-team personnel saying that Max's flair, just the way he drives, is quite reminiscent of a young Michael Schumacher or even a young Ayrton Senna. Let's not forget that he made his debut when he was just 17 years old.
Wow.
So he's still, 22, 23, but he is really, gaining confidence, going from strength to strength. And I think, in my opinion, the best is yet to come.
Wow, at 17, you don't even have your license yet in South Africa. But Clyde, what did you make of the weekend's race? How did you enjoy the action out there in Spain?
To me, it was a rudimentary race. Mercedes got it spot on from the minute one. Just felt a bit upset over Leclerc's not finishing. And I think Max Verstappen is so close to catching up to Lewis as time goes on. And I was impressed with Lance Stroll as well. And Vettel's management of his tires, taking it through right to the end for a 1 pit stop race. But Hamilton had it hands down.
Are you I'm trying to gauge by your response there who you are. Are you a Ferrari man? Are you a Merc man? I'm guessing Ferrari, but who has your heart, Clyde?
Mercedes has my heart. I've been a Hamilton fan since he was at McLaren, and he's just been marvelous since he's been at Mercedes. He has the right team behind him, and he's supporting Bottas is what's helping him get further as well. We can't always say it's down to the head driver, but his team is doing a wonderful job for him as well.
Yeah, as
37 points that lead now that Hamilton has at the top of the drivers or the World Championship right now. But let's talk
talk two wheels. An incredible event, very dangerous. I think Valentino Rossi nearly lost his life during a spectacular crash that he wasn't actually involved in, but they had to red flag it, restart the race. But I suppose from a South African perspective, over and above the brilliant ride from Dovizioso, which was quite superb, Brad Binder starting at 17th 17th on the grid and crushing his way to 4th place. He's now 4th in the championship. Dane, this, I mean, he could mount a title race.
Yeah, that's completely true. I think he's definitely got the bike there for it. The KTM camp has definitely built something incredibly strong for himself and Espargaro this year. In terms of the race, we were a little bit concerned about his qualifying on Saturday. His one-lap pace just not really seeming to be there at the moment, but that's definitely a problem that he can iron out. I think Brad Binder is definitely a Sunday rider, rather. And so he started in 17th. He climbed all the way up to 9th, just until that red flag came out due to that horrific accident between Morbidelli and Zarco. And then again, as soon as the lights went out for a second time yesterday, he just went from strength to strength. He just climbed his way through the field to finish a really, really strong 4th. So well done to him.
Yeah. Any news and update on the riders after that crash that Graham just described, Dane?
As horrific as it is, I think MotoGP's come a ways in terms of safety over the years. Let's not forget that turn 2 is incredibly fast. It's pretty much a glorified turn. These guys are hitting the apex. They're about 300 odd Ks an hour, if not more. So, with the help of the leathers, they just slide along the tarmac. We saw one of the riders bouncing along the gravel. But I think the luckiest 2 riders of the day was Vinales and obviously Rossi. Rossi's been in the sport in top flight MotoGP for the better part of 20 odd years. And I think he hasn't been so shaken by an accident in a long time. We could see when he stopped his bike in the pits, he was just shrugging his shoulders, his hands were up, and I think he wiped his brow a few times. He definitely knows how lucky he was. And it was just a moment for the riders to just stop and take stock and appreciate the safety and, just look forward now.
Yeah, I mean, it was so close, it literally vibrated his camera on his bike. Wow. That's how close a call it was. But of course, I'm yet to concede to Brad Binder yet again. But a massive thank you to both of you, gents. To Clyde, we're going to have you back, my friend, and enjoy the rest of the season. No doubt your team will do you proud in Formula One. Clyde Marshall joining us as our super fan, and we'd love to hear from all of you super fans out there. If you love motorsport, if you love a particular team, if you love your footy, your rugby, let us know. We could be contacting you live and having a chat live on air as our super fan. But Dane, a huge thank you to you as well. We're going to let you go and enjoy the beautiful sunny weather in Barcelona behind you. And
I came prepared today. I have my retro Schumacher 1998 cap.
Thanks, guys.
Stuff, man.
Thank you.